Welcome back to the Colts Cast. He's Jamal Lawrence, and I'm Eric Smith, your co-host of the Colts Cast.
Welcome.
The Indianapolis Colts take another L in the preseason. I mean, wins and losses don't really matter right now, but it would have been nice to get a little dub at home. But let's talk about it, Jamal.
Let's do it.
Let's get right into it. I mean, what did we learn from the Colts' second preseason game? Where are we starting? I know where I want to start.
I know where you want to start, but before we even go down that rabbit hole, let's quickly just talk about these injuries, man. I mean, we talked about it before. Of course, obviously, Blake Freeland went down. I think he had a fractured leg. That was obviously a very major injury. We had some other injuries going on too. At what point, man? I mean, again, we talked about this last episode. Just these injuries, they just riddle everybody. And obviously, I mean, I know Blake isn't starting, but we don't ever want to see our players go down. And it's just hard to just continue to watch day after day, not even week after week, day after day, more. And I know that's why they have reserves and practice squads and, having 3-4 people. But, man, it's just demoralizing when you watch this.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
Hunter Wooler went down. Braden Smith went down. I mean, these are guys that was only expected to play a quarter or less, and they're going down in a quarter or less. Blake Freeland, you already talked about, which say what you want about Freeland. He is a backup, our backup tackle, like our swing tackle. So Tyler Goodson, who's looking good, who at the beginning of this game, I was like, man, okay, I see why he's RB2. And then he went down. And then I believe JT Tuimoloau went down in the third quarter or the second half at some point. But it's just like, what do you do at this point if you're just going to lose five, 6 players a game? Because that's how it feels. That's really how it feels. Even in training camp, we're losing players in training camp. We can't be the only team that this is happening to. But it feels like we're literally the only team this is happening to.
Absolutely. That's how I wanted to open up. But y'all know the deal, man. Hit that like, subscribe button. Drop a comment below. Let us know how you feel about the preseason game. About these injuries, about the next topics we're going to talk about. Because as Eric mentioned, we know the main conversation we have to get to. But I just want to give a shout out to those guys and speedy recovery for them. Let them get back on the field.
Let's talk about it.
And go ahead and let's start what Eric's been dreaming of, what he's been dreaming of all night.
So who your QB1, Jamal?
Listen, here's what I'll say. They both had the back-to-back drives was nice. It was nice to see Dime's second drive lead into Richardson's first drive. Because while Richardson, without question, looked really good out there. He looked really smooth. I thought he was moving around the pocket quick. He's obviously he's a bigger threat when he's in the pocket or when he's back there. I mean, I just feel like he was getting the ball out fast, and they were just like the speed of the game was definitely a lot quicker. That being said, Dimes was out there doing what he needed to do. He was finding open receivers and getting it to his receivers as well. He didn't start off too hot on his first drive, but that second drive he really amped it up and looked better. Much slower gameplay, obviously. Much slower gameplay, without question. But he was hitting his targets when he had the opportunity to, besides that Tyler Warren one, obviously.
Oh, where he sailed it over?
Yeah, he sailed it over. But I could say Richardson missed a wide open wheel route too. You know what I mean? I can go tit for tat. I mean, it was wide open. Man. It was wide. It would have been a touchdown. Obviously, there was a pick on there as well, but by A.D. Mitchell. But they both, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let the world say what you want to say.
I'm not gonna sit here and shit on Daniel Jones. Although, I don't know, when I think about, I think of Danny Jones as like his average depth of target is going to be like 5 or 6 yards.
Sure.
As soon as he tried to push it down the field, I mean, he overthrew Warren like crazy. Like it was really bad. He was wide open. He was wide open. I mean, like, come on.
There ain't no question. There's no question.
But then Anthony Richardson came in. Masterful drive on his first drive. I mean, the short game was there. He wasn't even unleashed. That was the crazy part. It was vanilla, look, we're like you said, Jamal, we're going to get these quick hitters out. We're going to get the ball out quickly. And he was on point that first drive. Now, it came back down to earth on the second and third drive.
Mm-hmm.
What we saw on that first drive, I was like, sign me up. He QB1.
Y'all just go back and forth every other day. It's crazy. No consistency with Colts fans. But no,
was making throws that you didn't see in the box score. So if you look at it,
I agree.
Yep, because we got to talk about your boy, A.D. Mitchell, in a little bit. But Richardson was 6 for 11 and for 73 yards. 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So no one's going to bring up that botched snap by Daniel Jones where he fumbled it. But anyway, Anthony Richardson.
I'll talk about that for sure.
That's your boy, so I'm gonna let you talk about it.
You was just you hated Richardson last week. You said he was off the team. You don't want anything.
I didn't say he was off the team.
All right, keep going. I know how y'all flip-floppers do.
I say he was.
The pancake got 2 on one side. Flip it over, baby. We got to go back go back home.
Gotta flip it, baby. Let's get it. I mean, we was wilding out with Richardson the last week, but I said on the last pod on the pregame show for the Packers, Richardson still needs to start QB1 when it comes week 1. Richardson had a throw where he stepped up in the pocket, avoided a sack. I forget who the target was, but it was like a 20+ yard game. Yeah, got negated because somebody wanted to be off sides as a wide receiver. I still don't understand how you do that. Like when you hold on, when you lining up as a receiver, you're looking at the line of scrimmage. You're looking at your center, your quarterback. I don't know.
That you should have looked at the ref and said whether you're on or off the ball, and they should have said whether you were good or not. I feel like most refs do a decent job of saying like, "Hey, you're not on side," and they give you a chance to correct it. Whether or not you hear them, I don't know. But I feel like most refs I've seen, they'll at least give you like, hey, figure this out real quick.
Like false starts and offsides by wide receivers, I've never understood. Like you're watching it. But anyway, I thought Richardson had a good game. Daniel Jones had an okay game. Besides his piss poor first drive.
It's so all right. It's just so fun. He can never just say both quarterbacks had a good game. He can't. Yeah, he's got to be like, Richardson looks like a dog out there. He missed a wide open wheel route, but that doesn't matter because it would have scored anyway. Daniel Jones, on the other hand, just looked like dog water. He was just so that's crazy. Y'all be talking silly. I'm not saying I want Jones to start, but I'm also not gonna I'm not gonna talk down to the man like he didn't get out there and play. Yeah, he had a bad. You said Richardson had one good drive, and then second and third brought us back down to earth. Jones had one bad drive.
Back down to earth. Drive.
Yeah,
I didn't say he went down to hell. Like he good.
Jones didn't go down to hell either. He had a bad drive too.
What should this composition go on one more week?
No, I think Steichen knows. Well, I think Steichen knows his answer. But I just don't. I mean, I think the reality of it is Steichen knows if he starts Jones, presumably that you're saying, and not that doesn't mean that it is, but presumably you're saying that the AR experience is done, experiment is done, it's over, and I think that's where, from a leadership standpoint, you have to think, all right, is this time to legitimately start thinking about where's my next spot going to be? Because you're just saying that, hey, we tried. We brought in the worst option we could, and it turned out to be better than our option that we had starting. And that's not good. That's not a good look for anybody. But at the same time, I don't know if Jones could do more of what Steichen wants him to do, like from a learning standpoint, from a system standpoint, from a schematic standpoint. Maybe he's better in the rooms than what we're seeing. Obviously, none of us are in these locker rooms or anything like that. I don't know. But I'm so hard pressed to think that Shane Steichen is going to say that Daniel Jones is going to be the starter, knowing what that would mean for the organization. I think it's hard to put Jones out there unless he just has something so far deep down in his pocket inside that we just don't know. You have to start Richardson unless I mean, it's just going to be turmoil, not only from the fans, which they don't care about what the fans think. Obviously, that we don't
They
we don't.
should.
They should, but
The
that's not.
ticket prices are gonna go down.
The season's already sold out. It don't matter. The money's there. The money's already there. Resale value,
The
sure.
resale, yeah, the
Resale
resale
value,
value.
sure.
You
But
remember what happened when Richardson messed up his shoulder his
yeah,
first season?
yeah, yeah. I still had to pay my same amount of money for my tickets. My ticket price actually went up because they go up every year. So it doesn't none of that mattered. But no, I also think that Richardson, or if you don't start Richardson, then again you're looking at the front house and saying, hey, or ownership and saying, hey, listen, we think that this is the best option the Richardson experiment's done. And I think that you're also ultimately write yourself a death wish unless Daniel Jones goes out there and just dominates,
Which he
and which I
didn't.
don't see happen,
Which he
obviously.
didn't. Which he didn't.
Well, I mean, in the prolonged season, Richardson hasn't dominated either. Richardson he has a losing record over his span of his career.
He's got flashes though. He's got
Well,
flashes upside.
again, y'all keep talking about these cameras. We don't use disposable cameras anymore. Like flashes don't matter.
I don't know why you like Daniel Jones so much.
I don't like Daniel Jones. I'm just saying that I gotta be realistic with this. I can't
They didn't
not
even
be
unleash
realistic.
Richardson like that. That was the crazy part. Like I didn't see one QB power and no zone read, none of that with JT in
Oh.
the backfield.
Week one,
Like
Richardson's gonna do something, and y'all gonna be coming for his head. Y'all gonna be like, "This is the worst quarterback I've ever seen in my life." I'm gonna be like, "Wow, I'm still gonna be saying the same level-headed person I've been the entire time."
let's move on. Were there any standouts on the offense that you really like?
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, one run for 9 yards. My man, hey, listen, that's the only quarterback running back I need. Let him play quarterback and running back. No, honestly, Tyler Warren looked good. I mean, he did what we needed him to do. It's just refreshing to know
He
that there's a
should he
player
should
out
have had
there.
a larger box score, but
He should
somebody
have.
overthrew him.
He
But
should have.
anyway,
He should have. But neither here nor there. I think that I'm excited to see just a competent tight end out there. We've been in tight end purgatory for some time, so it's nice to see that we have a potential answer
he'll be one of the top receiving threats,
for sure.
assuming he's healthy. Um, yeah, I have to agree. Pittman got a few catches in the first quarter, so nice to see him back out there. You know, we're Pittman fans around here,
You're
except
a
maybe
Pittman
you,
fan
Jamal.
around here,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're Pittman fans around here, so hopefully his back holds up and he's healthy because
we'll
I
see.
like to have Pittman out there. Doolin, I like Doolin, man. I I'm hoping he's healthy this season too. Jelani Woods actually led the team in targets, which is crazy, but he's fighting for a roster spot. I know his first target, he dropped a wide open pass. So in my head, I was like, yeah, he's getting cut. But I know on the last play of the game, you remember that?
I saw the highlights. I had already left the game at that point, so I wasn't watching at that point. But
Being chucked that thing. And Woods, I thought, made like a spectacular grab, like at the end of the game. But apparently the refs called it not a catch, and he did bobble it, but like he dragged his last foot, like it seemed like a catch, but I guess I could see like if that was a regular season game, people would have been pissed.
yeah,
So I don't know. That'll be something the refs look at, you know, for the future. Was that a catch or not? But anyway, um, yeah, not much going on offense besides, you know, Warren. I feel like Good got his money too. He was getting targeted a good bit, especially with Josh Downs out right now. Defense did pretty well. At least, like, you know, if you think about it, the starters they held Green Bay to 0 points, 3 points in the first half. So, Chris Lamons was making a lot of plays,
yeah.
He had 3 pass breakups, so 1 sack, tackle for a lot. Like this man was everywhere, and he's really fighting for that. I believe he's still fighting for a roster spot, but with all the injuries, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes the roster at this point, because he really stood out.
Yeah, overall, it was nice to see adjustments from the defense. I mean, I just feel like that's something we've missed for quite some time. So it's nice to just see that we can adjust as needed, even if it is just a preseason game. That lets me know that Lou, he's actively aware of what's going on in the field. And I feel like we went for so long with the DC who was not actively aware of what's going on in the field. So it's just refreshing to feel.
I really liked Isaiah Land out there. I feel like he's been making some plays in the preseason, so hoping he gets a roster spot. Yeah, I feel like defense has looked better. I'm really excited to see if we have. I want to see Latu take the next step up. He should have had. He should have had a sack.
He should have. Yeah, he was there,
but he was weak on the finish.
Yeah,
let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah, he got excited when he got back there, and my man said, "Oh,
you gotta finish that."
Yeah, I agree.
So hoping he takes that next step up and he's able to get those sacks, because I could see double digit sacks from him this year. Special teams, I think Schrader has won this kicking position. What do you mean? Who else is it gonna be?
I just said We
got what you mean? What you mean? Other dude didn't even kick in this game.
He has next game to kick, but no, Schrader is.
I think it's locked up, boy.
Let's hope so. We said it was locked up last year, or y'all said it was locked up last year with Matt Gay.
It was. He signed a $6 million a year contract, so I would hope you're the highest paid kicker in the league. I would hope it's locked up at that point. So yeah. Injuries has derailed the Colts. Hoping that stops. This quarterback competition, they just need to announce a starter in a few days and
I agree.
Call it a wrap.
But they should just get it done today. I mean, because we know whoever, honestly, probably neither one of these guys will play next game anyway, or whichever one is not the starter may get a little bit of reps. They should just call it and get it done. It's gonna blow up no matter what. People are gonna be happy. We're gonna be sad. Just get it done. Let the players start to figure out, which quarterback they're gonna be, putting their life on the line for every single week, and then let's get rolling because it is a waste of time. And I there's no doubt in my mind that Steichen and company know who they want. So just get it out the way.
Go ahead. Say Anthony Richardson will be the starter.
Say it.
Week 1 against the Dolphins at home.
Say it.
That's a home game, right?
Yeah, it's a home game.
Yeah. Just say it.
Yeah, I think.
No, I know you want Danny Dimes out there. You want Vanilla Vic.
No, Vanilla Vic.
Look.
I've already told you, you're literally signing a death wish if you put Daniel Jones out there as your starter, unless there's something that we just don't know. And why would you want to put in jeopardy your career?
Has Daniel Jones played better than Richardson up till this point?
I think they both played on par.
Okay, so why are we going to start Daniel Jones?
I never said to start Daniel Jones. I said if you're smart, you want to start Richardson if you want to keep your job. I have never, ever once said start Daniel Jones. I said I want to compare apples to apples, and I want to be fair to both quarterbacks, but I've never said that Jones should start over him. That's all. I never said it. I never will say it because I don't think Daniel Jones should be the starter when they're both playing the same style ball or the same level of ball.
I haven't even unleashed Richardson. Hey, you got anything else?
They unleash him. He may get tired, bro. You don't know.
He may.
You don't know.
That's fine. That's fine. Like then we know we don't got our guy. But I don't know if we got our guy if he's just holding a fucking iPad. So like I
talk to him, bro,
or a Microsoft Surface, whatever they
talk
use.
to him.
All right, bro. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for today.
Hey, that's going to be it for us, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Colts cast. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. We are live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or any platform you use to listen to podcasts. And we'll be back next time to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content. You'll take it easy.